Righty, Justin, you're going to go through your warm-up for golf, mate, and I like the fact that you've got one. A lot of golfers don't. So let's just show the audience what you get up to.
Sure. I rely a lot on the rubber band because I just get up to just trying to get a lot of motion in my shoulders, so I stretch the band out and just move my shoulders back and forth. Just helps me open up the chest and the shoulders. So I'll say I'll do this for like 10 reps just to get moving.
Good.
Right? And then I'll switch to like a close grip. And what I'm trying to do here is just try and create like a Y between my elbows and my hands, again for my shoulder stuff. Just try and stretch upwards as much as I can to open up the front of my shoulders.
Lovely. And I guess like we've touched on today, a lot of the shoulder muscles, the rotator cuff muscles, they're working quite hard when the arm is coming off the body.
Yeah.
So a lot of these actions that you're doing at the moment, it's really getting those muscles firing and prepared for the day.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, 100%. Especially like we end up or start or end most days this way, right? So I find like a lot of exercises helps me open up my chest and my shoulders, especially the first two, right? And I'll do some where I just get one hand on the band and go through my old rotator cuff stuff, the external rotations, the both sides. And then once I've done with the upper body stuff, then I'll go and try and work. I always think of working my way from up to down.
Yeah.
So after I'm done with the band, I go through the stuff where I'm just doing like, I guess it's quite a standard yoga stretch where you put the arm in the inner thigh and you try and stretch upwards. It's really good to open up the chest.
Good. And I can see that you're getting to the whole thorax here, that leg's starting to extend a little bit too.
Yeah. And then once I'm done there, I get to the ground and try and spend actually more time on the ground now because I found like, again, going back to the lower body stuff, I felt like when I started to open up my hips more, and I do use the band to help me my internal rotation, which is not great in the minute, but try and get better. Okay. So I try and pull on the band to help me just move up. And really easy here to rely solely on the band, but I'm just trying my best to just use it just to move it a little bit.
So Justin's using the band here to lift up his foot through hip internal rotation, is where the hip joint's actually rotating in the socket. And hip internal rotation, there's a direct correlation with back pain in golfers. So if we can move better in that plane, your back pain is going to decrease.
Yeah, so this really helped me with my controlling my back pain. Yeah. Really helped, and then finally I try and do like what we call hip cars, is I grab into something or try and do it one-legged and just try and move my foot around. We're not very stable here.
Yeah. And where these are really nice as well, you're going through a mobility stretch, but at the same time activating the muscles around there too.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot better now. And then the opposite leg.
And so when you're doing, let's say, your banded exercises, what reps and sets you're looking at with your stretches? How long?
So if I'm doing the band, it's usually like 10 reps per exercise, and this whole routine takes me about 10 minutes.
Lovely.
Yeah. So just gotta be disciplined to do it before you tee off, right?
100%. And with your stretches, what's the protocol with those?
Is that duration or? Yeah. So again, 8 internal, external. So I'll go through 2 sets of 8 reps for the hips. Yeah. And then the same thing with the shoulders and the bands.
Love it.
Yeah.
And as a good athlete, if you're warming up, you're going to have more consistency in your movement. Whereas if you go and warm up one day and you don't warm up the next, it's going to affect how your mechanics are interacting. So firstly, it's going to be good for your movement proficiency, the body in terms of injury prevention, and obviously performance too.
Yeah.
Love it, mate. Thanks very much for today.
Thank you, awesome. Thank you.